Well, welcome back, everybody. It was our draw against København last time that got us out of the Conference League. That's also, as I recall, the reason why Gikiewicz was so upset. You'll remember we beat him yesterday, and today we host København, and it's our chance to get our revenge. 36 points for Augsburg. They have 34. And so we'll see what we can do. We'll see if we can push forward here and get past this hurdle and continue our quest to get ourselves as many points as we can possibly get and get us some of that good money. Bagiandis over to Garnacho. Korea forward looking for Saddam Hussein. Couldn't find him. Saddam Hussein, of course, our famous Indonesian striker, and he's older, but he's fast, 31 years old. Korea with us again, wins it back, Campagnaro over to Fagan Walcott. And Hussein is the big test to see if pace and acceleration really do make the big difference. There's Galic. Of course, he's going to... No, he does not score. Say, of course he's going to score there. We've seen him score so many goals for us so far in the few matches we've had him. This one, unfortunately, just wide. And so it is. About 3 minutes in, Bagiandis throws to Galic. And it's taken off of him. So so much again for the idea that we're just going to come in here and dominate and win everything possible. We've run into that a couple of times here. We think that we have a great bit of momentum and a great advantage in the match, and then nothing happens. Vesterås with this in the bag. Norwegian takes it up left side. Looking for Garnacho, wasn't a great pass, and this has led to counterattack, and Yashin has to make the save. We're only about 5 minutes into this match, though, and that means there's maybe another one of those longer matches. Seiko with it in the back. Over to Garnacho, and it's back to Seiko. He wins it. Bagianidis, Garnacho, and that's going to elude everybody's head. Vesterås wins it and takes a shot from range, and that goes over everyone's head. If you're wondering what happened to Maradona, he's out with a hernia for 3 weeks, so we have to rely on our other players to win. I'm not too worried about that. We have other players that are quite good. Hussein just a step too slow on that one. Galic over to Korea Campagnaro, and ends up with Alonga in the back. Okay, we'll try again. Campagnaro back to Alonga. He's going to cross, and he does cross, and it's out for a corner. That was deflected out, so remains 0-0. Here's Campagnaro taking this, and he's looking for Seiko and just can't quite get it to him. Barbara, their keeper, ends up grabbing it. Biangadis over to Vesterås. Alonga again, back to Vesterås. Here we go. And Cornelius ended up injuring himself there for København as he made that tackle. Alonga back to Korea, back to Alonga. No, that wasn't much, was it? And so now we have to grab the ball back, and it is Vesterås over there winning it. That's the reason why you want fast players. That's what happened. When you have fast players, you can get around and you can get the ball in circumstances like that. Of course, then you'll give it up like this, but so it is. Campagnaro over to Bagianidis, and it's up for Hussein. Saddam just a step too slow once again. Vesterås does win this in the back. Lumps this one forward, looking for Garnacho, can't get it to him. And there's a shot that is up and over the head of the keeper, so much for that. It's still 0-0. Bagianidis over to Korea, ends up with Campagnaro, back to Bagianidis, and that pass also went wayward. And there's press, but Fagan Walcott is there to prevent anything from going forward. He was offside anyway, but we didn't need that call. Vesterås throws over and in, and nobody's there. Bagianidis comes up from the back and blasts one over everyone's head, and it's raining again in Augsburg, and this is your classic Augsburg spring. I've been to Augsburg, I've lived there. I remember what this is like in the spring. We'll see if we get any hail. Campagnaro can't quite get onto that. And now we need to play a little bit better defense than we have been so far. This is not looking spectacular. And Yashin with the save at the very end. That didn't look good. That has me concerned. 15 minutes in, still no score. We've had a lot of offense, and we will take another look at this one. And it's the part right around here that has me concerned. Cornelius is just wide open. I'm not sure what Seiko is doing. Seiko's played quite a few matches, by the way. My concern is that he's not quite as fast as I'd like him to be. Yashin grabs this. I had a little bit of concern there. I'm not sure what he was trying to do defensively. Vesteros ends up winning this in the back over to Seiko again. Vaganidis, Seiko to Compagnaro. It ends up with Fagan Walcott. Seiko again in the back. Vaganidis. Forward for Garnacho. Correa to Galic. Here he comes. And so Galic decides to just do it himself. Back in the basketball days, we call you a ball hog for doing that. And it's Vesteros winning this again. I feel like I've seen this highlight like 5 times so far in this game. So we continue to play well defensively, but we can't quite get anything to happen on offense. And it's Fagan Walcott winning this over to Vesteros. Again, Vesteros is everywhere today. Fagan Walcott over to Garnacho, and he passes it. There's Saddam Hussein, and there's the goal. I think that's the first goal for Saddam Hussein. We'll see if he's onside.
Torschütze heute Nachmittag für das Team der Torschützen.
No, they take it away. Pretty quick clarification from VAR. Man, he was onside. That's about as close as you can get. That should have been a goal. That should have been allowed to stand. Vesteros throws over to Alonga. We had bad luck there. And Compagnaro with the shot from range, but it's up and out, unfortunately. But good to see Saddam Hussein getting in that position. That's what we want to see. It may not have worked out in the end, but it's okay. Hussein does win this. He can hear what I'm saying. Over to Fagan Walcott, up to Seiko now. Seiko moves it up, middle of the pitch. Garnacho, this is looking good. Forward for Galic, and that's going to go in. He's not going to miss that one. After he missed the sitter first time around, he's not going to miss that. So 1-0 Augsburg.
Torschütze heute Nachmittag für das Team der Torschützen.
And I tell you, it's a beautiful pass, a great movement. And there you have it. 1-0 to score, and let's see if we can get a couple more as we exact our revenge on København. Of course, it's not much of a revenge. I think that we're better off without Gikiewicz, but your opinion might vary. Fagan Walcott knocks that one out for a throw. This would put us up to 4th in this division, so we really are doing a lot better now that we've had these transfers come in. Longa almost getting himself sent off for that tackle, and then there's Hussein with another sliding tackle. So we're diving and sliding all over the place on the wet surface. Vaganidis ends up winning this, and he'll corral it, and then he gives it up right away, so that wasn't particularly good. And Compagnaro ends up winning that finally, and then we lose it, and it's going to be a goal kick in the end anyway. So Augsburg holding on to this 1-0 lead. We're looking, though, a little bit shaky there on defense, and it's Vaganidis, so I think I'm worried about the most, and it looks like Hussein may have just hurt himself. That's a problem, 31 years old, and lying on the ground, grabbing his leg. We need him mostly for his speed. He doesn't have any game other than that speed. Possibly a bruised knee is what they're telling me. We'll have him play through halftime, I think. And we'll see what we can do. I mean, we were never thinking that he was going to be a long-term solution, but it's just kind of cool to have a guy named Saddam Hussein who actually is not awful. Was pressed, and oh man, so lucky. So lucky, and Hussein is still withering on the ground, and that would help explain why they had this this attempt on goal. I mean, just look at this, though. Look at how open he is, and he's onside, and I don't know what Yashin's doing, but he's in the wrong place, and so we are very, very fortunate that that wasn't a goal. It looks like Hussein is going to be able to last just a few more minutes. Yashin grabs this ball. But we're going to take him off afterwards. I have a feeling he's going to be injured for some time. We may not see much of him for the rest of this project, honestly. I mean, we were never thinking he was going to be a long-term type player. You can see he has half a star, and he's still playing like that. So we'll have to go with somebody who actually can play well, somebody like Broya. So Broya and Galic together, we know what they're like, and let's see what happens. Second half begins here. And let's see if we can do a little better job on defense. Yashin able to grab that, so at least it wasn't a shot on goal. But I'm a little bit concerned based on what I saw there at the end of that first half. Longa here with this ball and takes a shot and almost scores right away. Wouldn't that have been amazing? Yashin grabbing an assist. We'll have to give him a goals and assist bonus. Here's Korea, who almost is able to corral that one and get it to go down a little bit. That was also quite good. Campagnaro wins it and then loses it right away, and it's Fagan Walcott in the back over to Seiko Garnacho to Galic. Vagianidis. Garnacho, here you go. Galic decided not to take that, instead let Broya take it. It should have been Galic. He was wide open. I have no idea what happened there. We'll take another look at this. And Galic onside and wide open, nobody near him. Instead, he lets Broya have it, and he had a man in front of him. So, I mean, I'm not sure I understand exactly what happened there, but so it is. Still 1-0 for Augsburg. So it tells me we're a better team, definitely, but we're not an unbeatable team. And it looks like Alonga now has injured himself, and we're having players drop left and right. We're not just getting stuck in, we're getting so far stuck in that we can't get our feet out. Seiko heads this out, but not very far, and that results in a shot on goal that fortunately is not on target. So Alonga will have to come out of this, and it's going to be Borges going on for him. He hasn't played for a little while. Broya kind of struggling to get his speed up. There we go. Now we have the match going ahead again. Gooseberry Hall takes this, but is knocked away by Fagan Walcott. Good job in the back. And Korea wins it and then loses it. Seiko, and he loses it as well. Prest knocks that forward, and Yashin ends up grabbing it. Vagianidis now with the throw of the Garnacho. It goes straight back to him. Korea now, and he just gives it up right away. And there's the equalizer. Andreas Cornelius wide open. Yashin went out to try to grab that one, and it was going to be easy the whole time when you look at this. So the injure the opposition strategy does not pay off, and I mean, our defenders just sort of gave up on that. Yashin did the best that he could, tried to cut down the angle, but it didn't quite work out the way we'd like. We'll take a look and see for potential offside. I do think we're going to put Pedro Roca in for Korea. He was onside, there's no question about that, and so it's 1-1. And Augsburg need to get another goal back. We don't want another draw with this team. They've already broken our hearts before with a draw. 2 matches we've had against København. We won one and then we drew the other. Garnacho here in the back, and was drawing the other one that arose the ire of Gikiewicz. Garnacho, of course, he's with Celtic now, and we just beat them. And there's Broya with the goal. I think he's onside, maybe.
Torschütze heute Nachmittag für das Team der Torschützen.
Yep, that counts. So it didn't take us very long, did it? Pedro Roca had this and then just set it up for Broya, and he'll take that all day long. Looking for offside. Nope. Two-1 Augsburg.
Torschütze heute Nachmittag für das Team der Torschützen.
Vagianidis, and he loses it straight away to Prest, and then knocks him down in the box. No foul called, fortunately for us. Vagianidis having a really, really rough match. Borges over to Pedro Roca. We're going to take him out in a second. Fagan Walcott here with this over to Seiko. Fagan Walcott again. Campagnaro. Borges back to Fagan Walcott for Borges. Take. Oh, no. Vagianidis again, and he's been fouled right away, and we're going to take him out with that. We're going to take him out with that. He's not doing much to help his own cause. Not having the greatest match in the world. We'll put Nia back on. So we got about 30 minutes left here. 2-1 are the lead for Augsburg. Vesteros knocks his forward for Broya, pulls it down, and he's offside. He was just barely offside. So it looks like another player who needs to learn how to beat that offside trap. Galic back to Nia. Seiko now to Pedro Roca. Looking for Galic, can't quite get it to him. It's Fagan Walcott in the back over to Campagnaro. But for Broya, and Broya should pass. Should have passed Galich right there next to him when he was wide open. So you got one from each of these strikers. Unfortunately, the goal that Saddam Hussein scored ends up not counting. We'll see how badly injured Hussein is, but there's a few concerns that I have with Hussein. I hope that he's okay, because if he's not okay, he might not last on this squad for long. Cornelius with the header, and that goes over everyone's head. One of the things you don't see are all of the young players that we're signing. We're signing a lot of them. We're trying to get young players who are fast and who are 18 or younger, and give us a season or two, and we'll have a completely new squad for you with players even faster than these ones in most situations. And Paul with the shot, fortunately that is wide. That's the whole idea, right? You grow really, really fast and strong players, and then the ones you don't use you sell off, and you make a whole bunch of money in the process. Young players are much cheaper, of course. Wait until they're about 23, sell them off, you can make a whole lot of money. Paul with a desperation shot there for København. They have more time than that. They have over 10 minutes left here in this match. Seiko wins this. There's no need to do that. Big one Walcott over Campagnaro. Borges to Vesteros. And it's taken away from him too easily, unfortunately. Like I say, the press was offside. That's a phantom offside call. We see those every now and then. That was not the best call in the world. And there's a more appropriate offside call. Nielsen was offside. Yashin now over to Vesteros. 2-1 Augsburg. Very, very tight game. Borges with it and loses it right away. I'm not sure about that call either. So Dewsbury Hall was flagged. We got that line playing up kind of high. Galich over to Garnacho. Nia. Seiko. And he's looking for Garnacho, and it's an awful, awful pass, but then he wins it back. Campagnaro to Borges, and he was looking for Galich, and it was a bad pass. Seiko in the back with it. Maybe passing ability does help. I don't know. Fagan Walcott to Campagnaro. Broya. Campagnaro. And back to Fagan Walcott, and we'll reset. Pedro Roca now to Broya. It's popped up, and it's smacked away by their keeper. And so we are not able to score at the end of that. That was a really strange decision. Speaking of strange decisions, there's another strange one. They give up a corner for nothing. So, I mean, we'll take it. Corner for free. Nia. Now he comes in. That was not well placed. Augsburg will go up to fourth position if we win, and it looks increasingly like we will. Broya looking for Galich, can't find him, and it's Borges who winds up with this in the end. Borges brings it up left side, and he's going to cross. He should cross backwards a little bit, I think. That ends up being a goal kick, and that turned into nothing. It was turning something into nothing. We've had nothing being turned into something. That was the other way around. Pedro Roca wins this, but it's going to end up... Ooh, Broya did have a very good header on that. Or is that Borges? I forget. One of the two, and it just didn't quite work out. Pedro Roca now with it again. And we continue to attack, despite the fact that this match is just about over. Borges to Vesteros, and there's Broya. Can't get it to him, though. And he's offside. About 30 seconds left. And, Nia does not win that. Seiko kind of wins it in the back. I've got to wonder about his ability to clear the ball. Vesteros knocks this over to Garnacho, Pedro Roca. And that's the end, and that's all she wrote. So Augsburg do win this. We do get our revenge. 2-1 the victory. It was close. It was probably a lot closer than it needed to be, and I worry that a lot of our matches going forward are going to be this close. We're not quite Bayern München quite yet, but we'll see if we can get up to that point eventually. Talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.